pasta list, Restoroni and Rigatoni. New game. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All, Trials and Tribulations. So I'm guessing Phoenix Wright's Ace Attorney is the very first one. Episode 1, the first turnabout. I had granola. The first turnabout. Oh. Gasp. Gasp. Damn it, why me? Oh, that's my controller. I should probably move this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Hi, granola. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. How can I talk this well? Boy, am I nervous. Right! Hiya, Chief. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Says a lot about you, and your client as well. It's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yeah. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death and despair, oh! I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna die! Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me a death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? There was a person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her, Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school has a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23... God damn it. Why did that make me laugh? In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. I know better than anyone he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's what I'm gonna do! I'm gonna be the next Hokage of Lawyer Town! August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. And then it goes into the Mystery Skulls turntable turnaround. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright? This is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. I thought he was about to say my conduct during this trial will discern my fate as a lawyer. But it's not my client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, because this is how courtrooms go. Great expression. Gulp, hands shaking, eyesight fading. Palms sweaty, knees weak, arms spaghetti. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. Hi, Cerberus. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? No way! I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here! Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? The victim! Of course I know the victim's name. Just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Press tab, even though it says RB, anytime. It's all about the butts. Remember to check it off and do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Cindy's. Cinder block. Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You have answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Oh, I love him. I love him. Why have I not played this sooner? Well, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to court what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue! Statue in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy. Is this the tutorial or what? So I think it's both. It's the tutorial that leads into the first case. It just introduces you to the basic and then you move on. So I guess since it's the first case, it's kind of like a tutorial. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently, even though you're playing on a controller. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Look at that fucking smile. What an ass. Mr. Butts, is it true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you, anyways? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. One of them. Lies! Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it. I wasn't dumped, sure. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. Indeed. She appears to have returned that day before the day before the murder. So I just want to make sure I'm keeping up. Statue of the Thinker. Arrived home from Paris on 7:30 the day before the murder. Okay. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies. Oh. Daddies? Sugar? Older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... My client has no idea that the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to the case. That cheating she-dog! I'm gonna die. Just struck dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Order. Well, Mr. Butts, dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. What was that Whoa! That was him?! The defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who could prove that Mr. Butts was lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, hello, cat. Hello. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspaper at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. He looks like an asshole. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes! Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Okay. Witness account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m., sorry. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Why wasn't the phone working in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. Wait, what? The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your pursuit. Oh, I can already see a little thing. The electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor. All right, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you expose the lies of the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction here. First, Find the contradiction between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab, then pull out contradictions in the testimony. Okay. I was going door to door when I saw... Okay. I was going door to door when I was selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing his apartment. Time of death 4 to 5. Cause of death loss of blood due to trauma. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left a door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked at... Okay, I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. You found the body at 1 p.m., you're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes say that the time of death was sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain a 3-hour gap? Oh, that! This is trivial! The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why are you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question! Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do, point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Granola. Hi, Crusader. I like granola. Hi, Cat. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give the testimony again? Ooh. Time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it wasn't 3 hours. It was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right! You know what to do. I've got this one. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah! The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now, Mr. Sawit. The court will prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Solwit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Objection is probably objectively the best voice line from this. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. Defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Absolutely the best. I'm waiting for Hold It to come up. Oh, whoa. Hang on. Oh, hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it! Objection! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Solwit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock! Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? There's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed, the witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You struck her with a clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Solwit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never heard. Look, the clock. I heard no, I mean I saw. Go on. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her and should burn, give him death. He takes off his hair and assaults me with it. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor. You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? Ooh. Try sounding the clock. Let's sound out the clock now here in the court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That's certainly a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ugh. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawwit heard and the actual time of death. I want that clock. Yeah, that would be pretty good. So, Mr. Sawwit, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! Ha ha! You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What is he talking about now? Well, it may seem like a clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawwit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawwit. Mia, I mean Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. No one can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting about the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right, Mr. Wright? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yeah. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence that can prove it, right? Find him and let him have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence that supports this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see if you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock is slow. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day of the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawwit? Or should I say Mr. Did It? Oh, God. Order! Order, I say! He just fucking foams at the mouse. Mouse. Foams at the mouse. Is this the first game? Yeah. Got him! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit in the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Yes, because every time you win in court, confetti rains down. And with that, court is adjourned. Larry Butts, more like Harry Butts. Oof. Got him. He poses as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawwit let him in and did his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawwit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, Number 2. Phew! Can't believe I won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen the trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Ah, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no! Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the lines now. Harry Butt's innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate dinner moving my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Doesn't that make you want to cry? Larry. Also, somebody made your joke. Fuck. Crusader, the game knew your joke was coming. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. No, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? It's the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's pretty heavy to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. I hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or not. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. You just gotta believe! Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Oh, you don't need the parentheses. The amount is just to separate it. The parentheses, yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to an innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometimes, perhaps over drinks. Stop giving me the bedroom eyes, woman. So my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and he said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be the center of another incident. Oh. And I promised to tell the chief about me and Larry. Would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Oh? You can use any amount, but you have to have the amount to bet. So if you can't bet 301, it means you don't have that many points, zettabytes. You can just type in exclamation point zettabytes to see how many you have. A brand new episode has been added. We get a big titty pink haired waifu in the next one, I guess. What? Maybe it did. Oh, it did take it. It said that you're trying to get some people together, so that means it accepted it. Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's your fault. Nah, I'm teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like a statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always liked toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now, huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yeah. You can come by the office tonight at 9 to pick it up. I'll be in pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded, September 5th, 9:27 a.m. The rich boy gets even more money. Rich boy can also share. I think it's exclamation point share and then an amount. No, it's like share and then the person's name and then an amount. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Frey & Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Ho, you are not cogniferous of my background? Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho, my dear Miss Fay. I am so very, very sorry. But I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. Oh shit. Jesus fuck! Oh god, my controller, I set it down. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Fay & Co. Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh, that's strange. I guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. That smell. Blood! Sob. Sis. Someone's there! Chief? Who are you? The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office's sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then all too quickly it began to fade until finally she was cold. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues. She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. The thinker has been added to the courtroom. There's some glass shards near the chief's body. Must have been pieces of glass lying broken in the back of the room. Nothing else seems to be a clue here. A piece of paper. It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? A word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper from a department store dated yesterday. Receipt added to the court record. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police. Find out what that girl was doing here. A girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh, I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya. Maya Fey. Maya. Fey? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be use for evidence like this outside of the courtroom. Excuse me, can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark, and sis, so she was already dead. You're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting this late at night? Yes. She said she wanted me to keep some kind of evidence for her. Evidence? Yes. It was that clock. It was the thinker. I was really hoping it would allow me to examine her. I was really hoping it would say, "Take that," when I pulled this out. Before Mia died, she wrote a message in her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name. Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would Sis write my name? Uh-oh, now I've done it. I better hurry up and call the police. Maya is very adorable. The Fanco ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. I bet all she ever used this PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. Right, I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police? Please, come quick! What was that? The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe. What? 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 Dick Gumshoe? See, the way he follows that up with C is, I'm really afraid he's gonna pull out a shoe shaped like a dick with gum on the bottom. Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from a building across the way, see? We got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great, just great. Maya, wait. She wouldn't have. Nah. Whoa! Excuse me. Eek. This word Maya on here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note on her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer, I'm not. Case closed! You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am! What? Penis chewy blood. Penis. God damn it, Crusader. I was taken for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6, 9:07 a.m., Detention Center Visitors Room. They have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. I wouldn't say that. She's dressed normally. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I'd better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me at the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought... It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene, honestly. I was on the edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who I got to go to now if I get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might have to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. So his name is Detective. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia... I know. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like the people in religious training? What is it? Is that what you do? It's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies in strange. So you're an acolyte. Medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course! Left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait, what? So you're real to honest to goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes, let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the Thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in the case? Right, she said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Hear her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things. So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that the detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right, of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you for a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave it to me a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. You think I could get... Do you think you could get him to represent me? Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. I've been doing the past few hours talking about it. The kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the Thinker clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Hello, police officer. He hasn't moved an inch. Real pro, this guy. Smile for the camera. Oh boy. September 6th, Grossberg Law Offices. Also, let me catch up a little bit here. It kind of is. So she talks to Ghost. Such a shame. He's such a bad detective. What a shame. Wait, which one is the shame? Is he? Are you saying that it's a shame that he's a shitty detective? Or are you saying it's a shame that she's into spirit medium bullshit? According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. You couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention, run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. The painting is bugging me ever since I've stepped in here. The old paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny, they don't look like they've ever been read. Solid mahogany desk, wood's been polished to a deep luster. Table for clients. Elegant ebony case, if I'm not mistaken. That lighter's made of solid gold. September 6th, Fanco Law Offices. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! That is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. I'm sorry, don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Ah, guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. And you were... Detective Gumtree. I'm really tempted to fuck this up. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. Phew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. About Miss Fate, did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, huh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, you can see the report, but that's all. Time of death, 9/5, 9 p.m. Cause, single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. And why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means. You being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Don't talk about him that way. You make him sound barely human. I think it did. You have to have the 750 to enter. So type in... yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So Edgeworth is in on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became a prosecutor at the currently young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors that of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. He's on to me. Cell phone holds a little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal, I already checked all the numbers in its memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here, you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Seems he didn't notice the recorded. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. I've asked all the questions that I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait, one more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. What, is her sister June July? Crusader Def has the bites robot. No, he's a demon. But I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name is Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already then? Aha! You're trying to use your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial, so she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Okay. Gatewater Hotel. Wonder if that has any relation to Watergate. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? Detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Tee-hee. Note to self, thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting, I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of a beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. There's a screwdriver stuck to this drawer. What are you doing? No touching! Oh, bad boy! You really shouldn't play around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. What could be inside the drawer? Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observe? Incident? You sound just like a lawyer from the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please. Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh, boy. Could you just... Who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, hey, I'm just doing my job. You know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. I don't know if vocabulary is the word, but if that's what you want to call it, then she's definitely thirsty. Right, can you tell me what it is that you do? Well, no. You had your little hopes up, didn't you? You can tell what the most important assets here were. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? What amazing power of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers, I think it would be a little difficult to recognize the face from a distance, though. Present her with broken glass shards. Threaten to cut her if she doesn't give you evidence. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Aha! So you're the one they say been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. So you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes. Well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You come to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? Ha-cha-cha! I'm really quite busy here, son. Can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, quite impossible. Wait a second. How'd you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. I'm sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He's refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Now, you just refused me like that. Please, why won't you take the case? Well, you see, it's just I'm busy, you see. The client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye, creep. Fine. You don't have to argue with you anyways. I'll go look somewhere else. Think not. Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid no lawyer worth their salt will take this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on with you? How do you know Mia Fey? She worked here. A long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my teaching techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You can see it in her eyes. She followed it with burning passion. Never looked back, that one. That's quite a painting. Aha! You noticed! My pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. I wasn't that interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. How many people do we need for Thunderdome? I think the minimum is 3. You need at least 3, and you need to have enough. So you need to have 750 each, and whoever wins walks away with everything. Hiya! Oh, you're back! Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. I'm gonna eat this, whether I want to or not. It might be... Maybe it's, Dondare who doesn't have enough. What about your family? I only have my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know, so she could still be alive. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced that she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself up on the mountain. So who is the man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped, the police department capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course, but a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me, White. That was his name, my sister told me. White. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well... No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know, I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's very kind of you. Well, let's fight this one, and get you out of here. Right, thank you. She smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you. And you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something there. Also, 1 second. Something has popped up. Jesus. Can I present her phone? Hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Thank you. That might change something later. Bellboy, good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, and you are? I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment. At your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come to deliver room service, sir. You don't know where Miss May might be. I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities. If you don't need anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey. Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop a bit. I almost forgot. You came back quick. May I inform you, Miss May, that there is a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp. Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined me and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap. What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind this, I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence tomorrow's trial, that's for sure, for Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, Bellboy's still there. Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court! If there was a point you just want to give a virtual character a hug, yeah. Maya's having a rough go of it. September 7th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence that she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin, then. That's not the voice you gave, Edgeworth. If we may call your first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer of the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Stop it. Stop it. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by the window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, Detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came, I rushed it to... As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the details on every... She would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I know I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Miss Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. We had a witness account describing her. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that, me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly. What about the suspicious woman in Pink's claim is hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious. And she sure is a Pink, pal. Wait. Well, I guess she... Wait! That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes! Gah! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written very clearly in blood. Lab test results showed the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found in the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Shut up, penis chewy boot. Before we begin a cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor, why did you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. In other words, Maya very okay. Lab results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Objection! Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's what you're really saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no buddy your way out of this one, Detective. Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there was a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. Oh, God. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you had something up your sleeve. Oh, God, I forgot that I didn't do his voice. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham, Edgeworth. This is a detective sham. I'm a sham! Sham, wow. You're a sham, or the detective's a sham. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will obtain personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence is in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Stop with the bow, you dick. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. The poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss Aprils, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness your name, please. April May, at your service, wink. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Aw, Yana. This is not good. She already captured the heart of every man in the courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from Fay & Co. law offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court what you saw. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was a mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little itsy-bitsy wink. What did I say about wanton winking? Well, Your Honor, I see. It's a remarkably solid testimony. I don't need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor! Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony was quite firm, don't you? Are you looking at her tits? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimony. Hey, how dare you! Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? I'll gladly proceed with cross-examination, only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Will you begin your cross-examination? It was like 9 o'clock at night. Okay, let me look at the evidence. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was a mousy-looking girl sitting in the defendant's chair. She dodged? Dodged what? Well, the attack. Please continue your testimony. How'd you know it was my client? Well, gee, first of all, she had the girl's physique. And secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? She has a point. Hold on a minute, that testimony stinks! What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what's the meaning? Someone tells me because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay, if you really had witnessed my client, Maya Fay, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Roar! Oh god, she's a furry. What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all that trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I promise to be a good girl. Your testimony again, if you would. The only thing that needs to be euthanized here is furries. Okay, that's a little bit harsh. No! What is she saying? I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran to be at the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. Her inner bitch is showing. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, kind of statue-y clock? The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Teehee. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Okay. Let me look at the floor layout really quick. If she was looking across, that would be the right, I think. Okay. So this is not the time for it yet. Okay. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. She hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, the kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think. Clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said that this statue of the finger was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Ugh. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you knew this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse this issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You'll withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. Objection! But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. That was close. If you stop me there, the trial will be over. Huh? What? So what happens now? What happens now is that you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So, you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co. No! Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Hee. The law offices of Fay & Co. where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it. It couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it's inconceivable the clock in question rang. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Take a look, right now. Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? It's as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? As you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Tisk, tisk. Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That is true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied before she heard it. Or after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Ho ho, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me that proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof that you like so much. This evidence proves that when the clock to remove is... Boink, 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 boink. There it is. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Oh, ooh, you have a girly phone. Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! The defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now, huh? It's not working, that's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Beep. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know the weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that in again? I got so many. Oops, I forgot. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes. The witness claims she's seen it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce the evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. It's simple. This clock was never in a store. Ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible! Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuses not on sale today. Why? Oh, I thought her tits sagged from that button falling down. Ooh, Jesus. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Well, now her inner bitch has emerged. Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh. Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Look at that face! You thought it was a witness, but it was really me, Dio. Oh dear, does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That's correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Have a look at this. Oh, that? I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Oh! Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is the phone. I present the defendant's cell phone. We've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation held between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on for me. Again, what is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and tells you the time. Miss April May! You used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the Thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor! Yana, this is ridiculous. Your Honor! Look at the witness's face! Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. La la la. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May! Shut up, all of you! You lawyer! It's no fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? That did it. The court's seeing the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow, didn't you? Oh, you did it, didn't you? Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping irrelevant? Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. I cannot unsee Dio face. And her inner bitch went back into hiding. Oh god. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say. Way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Dio. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee? You know, like normal coffee, but cold? You don't drink it quick. The ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not at the scene at the time of the murder. So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, they're going to walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Continue examining Miss May. Call the bellboy as a witness. I can continue pressing her, but I don't think I'm going to get any further. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, and thus she was innocent. And thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony, otherwise Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood, I accept your condition. Humph. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. What? Very well, the court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, I didn't want to give him another Sprite. The witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 p.m. in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. Yeah. Enjoying the view? And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. The defense may begin cross-examination. Right, I'm ready. I hope. This is it. I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now. Maya will be finished. Miss May's room service. I'm the head boy. Okay, in business for 4 generations. Irrelevant. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss Fey. Okay. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought for her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to Miss May herself. Precisely 9 then? Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent to be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee, I'd like an iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? She asked for a coffee to be brought for her at 9 on the dot. Okay, I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. Head bellboy. Okay. I'm trying to figure out... Clock in the front of a statue. The clock skiers have been removed. Found in Miss Maya May's hotel room. Receipt. Okay. Murder scene. She was watching a TV program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9. The time of the murder. God damn it. I'm actually really lost on this one. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. An endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embarrasser, sir. Embarrasser? Embracer. Wait, please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay, this is where it really is. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Check-in, room service, bed making. Check-in, room service, bed making. Okay. Room service. Check-in, room service. I don't think it's bed making. Bed making seems too strange. Room service. Tell me again about room service. Again, sir. Exactly 9, I delivered the room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest has requested iced coffee. $18 is the charge I recall. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know. And we don't skip on the ice, sir. What did he say? What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying at Miss May's room? Oh, that was objectionable! Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you were not normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barista there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oh! You fool. I've done it! I've won! Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may be the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright, is this other person? Simple, it was... the man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it to be too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man for the court. Oof. Upstart amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough! The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into the matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really. I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, sent shivers down my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so, not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? The man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyways? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir! I'm gonna find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis, don't worry, I'll find it by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. As for a full record of April May's testimony, I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in the detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued. This is really fun. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. September 7th, 3:11 p.m. Detention Center Visitor Room. Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Not you stinking lawyer. I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Calm down there, Dio. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So, what is it you wish to ask of me then, For starters, how did you get to be totally whacked? The man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Your attitude. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it! Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer! Bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me? Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? When you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that from lawyer school, Creep. This woman is impossible to talk to. She's a Karen. She's attractive, but she's a Karen. September 7th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Ah, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you in the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewater's reputation, as they say. Rep. Yes, our reputation will swell in the hotel where a murder used a wiretap. We could charge premium for the room, of course. It will be great for business, sir. Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer of iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in some bad dream? So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. About Miss May. Oh, her? Sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do what I said. Do what? I'm starting to get the most suspicious person here is this guy. I wanted to ask you about the man who was Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry a certain sense of danger. There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. A photo, Can you tell me about the hotel? Absolutely, and on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, the hotel is known as Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. The Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor. Oh, what do you think? Sounds great, whatever floats your tea. There's still a screwdriver stuck in that drawer. Please leave it as it is, sir. The drawer of terror, hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. And it's said to become one of the most popular attractions here. This guy's serious, I don't believe it. Ball and 2 glasses. Why hasn't he cleaned these up by now? I beg your pardon, sir, but if you could please refrain from touching those. It's part of the decor. I call it the last drink. Before the murder. We'll be famous. The talk of the hotel industry. Ah, yes. We plan to install a telescope in that window, of course. Just $5 will loan you a view... 3 minutes of view to kill. Just kidding, sir. Oh, ho, ho, ho. By that look in his eyes, I'd say he was more than serious. Okay. Looks like forensics is taking the day off today. Detective Gumshoe's nowhere in sight. The police really gave this place a working over. I doubt there's any valuable clues left. I suppose it can't hurt to take a look around, though. Mia's desk, perfectly clean as always. The only thing now missing is Mia. Old movie poster. Apparently this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Sky is blue and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Oh, I can't move around. Okay. Where do I go? Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason? Examine. The painting's gone. Wasn't there a giant painting hung on the wall? Yeah, it was a painting of... Wasn't it? It wasn't a very memorable painting anyhow. Yes, I can see that. I'm trying to... Old photos, there are 2 lying here. Something's been written on pencils in the back. DL6 incident, Exhibit A, and DL6 Exhibit B. I want to bring this to... Let's go to Gatewater Hotel. Present this to him. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, this is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that it's him? An affidavit? This guy is way too excited about it. Well, sure, why not? Yes, I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Hurry up and write it! Bellboy's affidavit. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. Ooh, okay, good. It's not unlimited inventory. Dude, I love this game. This game is great. I always love really story-heavy games. You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now. You don't just have a spiky hairdo, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Where did you... A reaction. This is him, isn't it? What? Who, when, why? It is him. The man who stayed at your hotel room last night, the night of the murder. No, that's not right. Nice try, Miss Cooperative. Do you have proof that it was him? Yeah. Proof. Show me proof. I'm so close. Bellboy's affidavit tells us everything he saw. Such as the man who checked in with you. Who was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. Ooh, tempted. Even though you should have been a witness to a murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with this kind of reputation. Final talk! You win, lawyer. Yes. Man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fists in the air? Cough. Now, tell me about the man you were with. That man, he's my boss, Red White. The president... Red, white, and his hair is kind of purple, so I think that's supposed to be a pun on blue. Red, white, and blue. Okay. Oh, he runs Blue Corp. Red, white, blue. Neat. The president of information gathering conglomerate Blue Corp. Red, white. Information gathering. Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder. I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. It's okay. I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? If Abramay couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. I want to see... You again. Hello, Mr. Grossberg. Well. You were quite the thing, my boy. Excuse me? The trial! The trial! He was there. Reminded me of myself when I was in my youth. I guess something got passed down through Mia, maybe. It brings back memories. It does. Ah, the days of my youth, the scent of fresh lemon, you see. I apologize. It was all a bit too much for me, my boy. Seeing you today, I appreciate the reminiscing, but I'd rather you give me some information. So you came to see the trial. Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. I couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really, what was that? Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, the poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. If you're that worried about it, why didn't you offer to defend her? I used to before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. A right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. It's just I need more time to think about it, my boy. The other day I was sure there was a big pretentious painting on the wall. Pretentious looking? Well, you know the one I mean. Anyway, where did it go? Yes, well, I got rid of it. Quite tired of the thing, really. I sold it, you see. Yes, that's right. Sold it? I'm not sure I buy that. Wasn't that painting rather important to you, sir? Did something happen? I don't see how it's any of your business. Please speak no more of that accursed painting. I didn't, Let's go to Blue Corp. September 7th, Blue Corp CEO's office. What's with the surreal decor? Welcome. Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name! What's your name? Oh, God. I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Wright. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Mr. Wright, was it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the worldly challenged. What a fruitcake! Let me guess. You're an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? This guy's arrogance is meter off the scale. Haven't I seen this somewhere? Is this a replica? Ridiculosity! I have no interest in anything but originals. That right there is a bona fide original, worth $5 million for sure. True work of art, but probably too butacious for you to appreciate, correct? I think it's a little too butacious for anyone's appetite. Massive lineup of trophies. Judges Special Runner-Up, Best Participation, Judges Competition Award, Judges Cooperation Award, Special Good Try Prize. The word judges and special kind of stand out. This is quite the thing. It's modeled on my body, see? Well, does its sleek roundature not inspire you? Top floor of a 20-foot story busy. Hi, Goober. View is quite presidential. Oh god, that flinch in his face. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it is to hear that what she has done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed. Is paid to answer phone. She is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in the job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties. But I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. It sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to the mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated for the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? You should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh ho ho ho! The police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. Boy, this guy really is an American CEO, isn't he? What kind of company is Blue Corp anyways? Excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future. You might say we are the future. He is just an American CEO. Sell information. In just 10 years, I built this business up into the grand office that you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. I, Red White of Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. Why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, course. Fantabulistic, is it not? There's something that's starting to bother me. Yes, what might that be? The big painting on the wall over there. You know, I've actually seen that painting before. Oh? Yes, just yesterday, actually. Your point being? My point is simple, or rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? A lawyer. No, my feeble friend, you are a mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch. Zippo. Nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an Tony Grody burger. What? He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, huh? Charge me with assault? Charge away. I welcome it. For it's you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say, but I wonder, is that the kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It's a world beyond your comprehension. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume. Mr. Grossberg's, yes. Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life of purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There is nothing more to discuss. I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat. Jumping Jehoshaphat! Oh, you! What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him, that much is clear. I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg. I have to admit, something has been bothering me. Oh, what is it? Well, out with my boy. You see, it's just... Mr. Grossberg, sir, there was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with. Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office of Blue Corp, the CEO office of Blue Corp, Wright's office. So you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. Your lovers! Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail. I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well, this may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were Mia's understudy. Perhaps it was fate? What is he talking about? Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels at finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. The name on the back of those photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It's hard for me to tell you this, my boy. But arresting Red White would be nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns the judges, the attorneys, the prosecutors, the police, and the politicians. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves, and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than a sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium, a medium. Her name was Misty Fay. Fay, indeed. She was Mia's mother. She had been investigating the murder of the bequest of the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. The murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case, the DL6 incident. Why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It's an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it, and he came to me. Only this time the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet you would still challenge him. Have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. Okay. Move. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. Which file should I look at? A, B, C, D, F. Misty Faye. That's Mia and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? Read it. I've tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words: my mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in the family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite, who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is, Suicide you. She had a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White? This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Maya thought that he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Newspaper clipping added to court record. The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? La-dee-da, money making, I got the money making blues. Someone seems to enjoy washing the showers. I guess there's nothing new here. So she was investigating Red White, as I expected. Well, if you want to challenge, you can present this in court. Not a bad idea. Oh, that probably was a bad decision. I shouldn't have showed it to him. It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then one day word got leaked to the press. The very next day he took his own life. This concerns me. How? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia. She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail. Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation, Mr. Wrong. What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Beep. Secretary's office, hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. Wright. Or wait a second, Mr. White. You're wrong. You're wrong, Mr. White. Excuse me, what I should be doing now is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For that reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then Mia was murdered, and all the documents about her mysteriously about you mysteriously disappeared. So who would the culprit be? Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort for Mr. Wrong. Instead, please collect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White, that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey's case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, a very important witness, I would like to testify. Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude! I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and another thing. Send the police over here right away. The man standing right in front of me, he looks dazed, but he could be violent. What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man. What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you're in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You're a mere lawyer. As was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they can make even you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ah, Butts! Harry Butts! Wright, actually. Phoenix Wright, and my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was a murderer, yeah? Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. September 8th, 3:37 p.m., Detention Center. Visitor's room. Am I on the other side of the glass? I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. Fuck that guy. Yeah, fuck that guy. He's a dick. But he's also every American CEO, so fuck that guy. White's going to be set a trap for me, and the prosecution will be in on it, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right. Mr. Wright. Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Now I'm afraid we've switched places. What? You mean you? I explained what had happened to Maya. No mercy, Red White. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me if there's anything I can do. Well... Help me break out of here. Alright, you can be my defense lawyer tomorrow. Alright, huh? Leave it to me! I'm Mia's sister, after all. Lawyership runs in our blood. Wasn't it ghost powers that run in your blood? Ghost powers! I better run to the bookstore and pick up a copy of Law for Rookies. Wait. What? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No, wait. No, really. I was kidding. But thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyways. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay, then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. I love this girl. Little Maya, gross ghost lawyer extraordinaire. She defends all the misrepresented innocent people who were charged for murder cases. Time may change, yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up at the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. She defends people in the courtrooms of hell. Yes, good. I'm actually really digging this game. I picked it up on a whim. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but I'm really liking this game. Give me 1 second, though. I want to get up and get another snack. I'm not even going far. I'm just going to the cabinet behind me. Whoop, I hit my TV. I finished it already. Good. You could probably speed through this, but this is my first playthrough, Goober. So I also have snacks. So my snacks include granola bars. I know you probably can't see them too well. Granola bars. And Weiss Crispy Treats. Like a good boy. Ugh. So how's everybody doing? Tiny snack break. I hope everybody is enjoying this as much as I am. I like watching the Green Grumps, but for some reason I'm always like, there's always a mood that I enter when I need to be like watching them, if that makes sense. Mia will grow up. I'm interested. So far, I'm already on the stance that Mia, or what is it? I think you mean Maya. Maya. If I played it again, it would be my 6th playthrough. Goober, have you played Danganronpa? If the opportunity shows up, buy it. They play, I wouldn't say the same, but very similar to these games. I think you would like it. The bundle that includes 1 and 2, I know goes up for sale fairly frequently. I bought them but never play them. You should give them a chance. They play very similarly to these games. Ever heard of a game called Zero Escape Zeta? I've actually beaten it. I've beaten Zero Escape Time Dilemma, and I've beaten Zero Escape 999. And I did it on stream. And Virtue's Last Reward. Maybe I did. Check the Wall of Victory. Wall of Victory talks about which games I did. Zero Escape would be at the bottom. I know I have all of them. I have the Notary games, which includes 999 and Virtue's Last Reward. But I need to space out those games. Kind of like Metroid Prime, I burn out too easy if I play them in a row. There's something about the gameplay that doesn't, yeah, okay. Yeah, then I started with 999 and I didn't do Virtue's Last Reward. kind of like what's happened lately. I burned myself out on action games, and I just need that opportunity to sit back and chill a little bit, which is why now I'm in the mood for Phoenix Wright and all that other games. So I'm going to take this opportunity to basically sit back, relax, enjoy myself. Virtue's Last Reward and the other Notary games. I'm still talking, by the way, but I'm just going to change the AC. So when I play these games, the Notary games, they're like very different. Oh god, it's already pretty low down here. Wait, is it on auto or cool? It's off. Well, now it's getting switched to cool. Come on. Nice. The Notary games don't play, not the Notary games, but the Zero Escape Time Dilemma games don't play like, they don't play like the story games that I'm used to. So they don't play like Danganronpa, they don't play like this. They play a little bit differently. They definitely require, how to say this? These games require you to think, and the logic gently ramps up as time goes on. So the skill level gets higher, which makes sense. That's how most games work. But with Virtue, with the Zero Escape series, it feels like the jumps are like just high enough that I can't make them, if that makes sense. They're very like hard to figure out, and sometimes they have very weird moon logic. Not like the old Sienna games kind of moon logic, but moon logic nonetheless. September 9th, 1952, or wait, what am I saying? September 9th, 9:52 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Phoenix, look! Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith the judge will listen to me. What does White have to do? Does White have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright, anything. Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent. How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth. You've changed. You know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? Phoenix, well, court will be starting soon. But wait, your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not... I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. September 9th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crimes. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If I'm going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify at the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great, he gets to show off and I get nowhere. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name. Yes, that's what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White. My friends call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or to be more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Ahem. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho ho ho! Oh my god, I hate this guy. I hope you've made your peace with God, lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Let's see. It was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly, we're just gonna say reading because this guy is stupid. To you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man, attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction, and then it was all over. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. "9 o'clock. Quietly personifying. Can you be a little more detailed about it? I think it's worth it knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende? I understand. The victim was attacked, but you ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are that evidence? Okay, that was weird. And the statement now just related. They aren't, are they? What are you talking about? Yes, it does. Why does it not show the picture of... Okay. I'm Blingy McBlingface. It's about 9 o'clock. How do you know what time it was? Because I am always absolutely perfect, you know. No, you're not getting away with that. You are so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So what is the proper term for secretary again? Anyways, Miss May ordered room service for 9. It happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said, too. True, the bellboy was the one who brought coffee and saw Miss May. But he testified that he did not see you at the time. This is your concern. Silly lawyer, Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course he could not see me. He would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that. Tell us, what were you doing at that time? I was quietly pursuing, that's reading to you, some papers by the windows. By window, you mean the one directly across from Fay & Co. law offices. Correct. That is the only window you see. And there you were reading papers. Correct. The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel. And I am a busy man who had business to do. A bedlam. It must have been when you attack, I assume. We see. Continue. But of course, I am no snoop, peeping out the windows at night. No snoop, yeah right. You've made a career out of snooping. Well, you said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. And what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes? 40. Don't add them together. What was Miss May doing at that time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been tapping the Fay office phone? Irrelevant! That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone on this Fay woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Ho ho, I know! After all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. The victim ran to the left, and you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction, and then it was all over. Okay, it was 9 o'clock, and it was quietly pursuing. Oh! There it is. That's what I messed up. Wait right there! Mr. White! You've dug your own grave! What's this? You said the victim ran to the left. But that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran to the right. Oh ho ho ho! It's simple. You must have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he did see the victim run to the left. So did he witness the killing? Wait a second. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth for once. I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain the conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Cat? Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. It's time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. This is where he was. Look! When the victim ran for the door, he was watching from this point. It would have him to him, it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, there's no time for jokes and no taste. That is where... Oh, wait, sorry. That is where the killer was standing. Cat wants to stream. Cat says good job. Order! I will have order! 1 large fry and a milkshake! Anyone disrupting the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! Objection. The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Oh. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ho ho ho! You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck, you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. Oh, Jesus Christ. You keep forgetting his voice. Yes, I do. I keep on wanting to make him sound like Trump. Because he talks like Trump. Anyways. And then you hit her. Savagely, that's what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. Also incorrect. That is what Miss May saw. See, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? No. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. Wright, wasn't it you who told this court that you were abso-positively perfect? Humph. I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I request there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony, the crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this, White. Mr. White, okay. No, he doesn't. You see in the anime? Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. The next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap. Whap indeed. You dirty judge. Deal with it. This is almost over. You heard that thing fall. What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that, the glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Doesn't something about that strike you as odd? That is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh, what? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. The next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. Hang on. Oh, God. Oh, sorry. Your Honor, please. I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes. Very well. The witness may continue his account. Mr. White, it was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Oh! Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea that it was a light stand. So tell me, exactly when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question! Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So, you saw the stand before the victim was attacked, then? Correct! That would be no problemo, right? Big problemo. Big problem here. What problem is this? Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred. Correct! That is so. It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. This guy is pretty easy. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. What? Why couldn't he? Do you have proof? I sure do, Your Honor. The person in the hotel could not have seen the stand that fell before it fell over. Look at this! These are the floor plans, the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards of glass as a light stand. So when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. That's the only place you could have seen it from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Gah! Is he crying? Mr. White? Mr. White, you did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, I, Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? Herc, I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused.
Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Faye.
What does that have to do?
Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who?
No, you wouldn't!
Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Faye's office, am I correct?
Correct! You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Faye & Co. law offices. That's when I saw the accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what this all means, Mr. Edgeworth.
Gladly, Your Honor. It means that I'm the greatest lawyer of a generation. We've never had a better, smarter, more intelligent lawyer. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could not have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Therefore, thus Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer.
Oh God. That is not a sentence I could say, for some reason. I see.
However, the fact that Mr. White has been to the office well before the murder took place, when he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture that it is.
Mr. White, you will have to testify to the court about this wiretapping. Ahem, leave it to me. I feel faint. The wiretapping. Oh boy. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Faye & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. This is when I saw the glass light stand. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident. This is how you were able to identify what had fallen over, by sound? Correct! That's right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. I don't know what it is. I really like her design. It's very cute. Miss April Faye knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Why'd you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish. I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beautacious things deserve attention, does it not? That is all. Was it really you that went into the office, or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Faye & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. If I know Edgeworth, then he's ready to run a check on those prints. Good luck. Thanks. Why are you here? Wait, what? Phoenix. Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia. Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Huh, you're finally awake. Hey, Phoenix! Gag, that's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're Maya. Didn't you know that the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appeared that it was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So Maya is What is happening? That's right. I am Maya, but I am also Mia. What? What? Also, Goober, I think he's referring to, Red White. Hey, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's why I came here to tell you. But, we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won, huh? You have the receipt in the court record, yeah? Oh yeah. The one you wrote Maya on. Phoenix, White wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th? That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa! Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? That was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go for it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right. Receipt updated in the court record. September 9th, 1:16 p.m. Discourt. It's the courtroom. It's the courtroom. Thanks me, my Mia. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. As the defendant, rather, are you all right, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let us start where we left off. Your Honor, there's nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that's required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But, as Mr. Edgeworth has noticed, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Mia. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what's written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase? Why, that's the date before the murder. You see? Mr. White, when you allegedly entered the Fate & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree that you can't judge me as guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then that is all said for the trial of Objection! Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. What? There's no way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There's a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. I found it on 4chan. Funny shit. However, there's no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom.
I need time to make one more inquiry to this matter.
Another inquiry. This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong the trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence.
I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No! There's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or make up, something. And after Mia showed up and helped me and all. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. Gah, the witness will stay. Mia. Phoenix. Read this note out loud. Mia, what is this? Your Honor, if I may, you're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Deceased! Halt! Please, stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here and now, or else this list will be released to the press. I confess, I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that, if only you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. That is all. This is court adjourned. September 9th, 2:24 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, Number 1. Edgeworth's face, yeah. Always good. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations, you're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Why did possessing her make her chest grow? Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me and Maya. I won't forget it for as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here is running out, huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No! There's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix. Can you come to the office tonight at, say, 9 o'clock? The office. I'll see you later. Chief Mia. I know 2 Fanco law offices. Being here is hard not to think about that night. You came, Mia. I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia. You should see your face. Mia. What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya. What, did I look like my sister? Look like you were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See, Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of, huh? She means this office. The office, this office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who else but me? Maya Faye, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make it casual. Yo, Nick. Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you, Nick. You know what this means? We're partners. Maya is only a big titty goth GF full possessed. It's Maya's fault that I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices, it's got a good ring to it. Yeah, thanks, Maya.
Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here watching, because I died young.
Right, okay, Nick, let's do it.
Huh? Do what?
Burgers, dummy. Burgers. There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on. Time's wasting. Okay, wait up. Maya Mia is gone now. Maya Mia is gone for now, I guess. Girl, you have to ski. Oh, God. The pale moon sky cries for your blood. The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon. For it will be the last moon you ever see. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa! Grrr. The warrior's swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. See you later, Cerberus. One has fallen, but who knows? Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. Ooh. October 14th, 5:31, Wright & Co. Law Offices. That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What, Nick, you mean you don't know Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like how young? 10 years? Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17. See, I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Hey, don't go talking to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Then watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I'm really worried about kids these days. Gramps. Well, Steel Samurai's over, so I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed by since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to Wright & Co. Law Offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. Humph. October 16th, 8:14 a.m., Phoenix Wright bedroom. Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick! Maya, what? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai got arrested. Huh? You mean the guy on that show? Yes. They're saying the Steel Samurai killed a villain. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean like he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with a samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office, quick. Please, Nick. October 16th, 9:22 a.m., Wright & Co. Law Offices. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai, Wario of Neo-Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who See, I read that as Jack Henma for a second, which is Baki's brother from Baki the Grappler. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The same samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No. It's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Yes, Wright & Co. Law Offices. What? Nick? It's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick. Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So, I've decided this will be our first case. What should we do? How can you sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this case, or is she just sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing. Any ideas? We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit you don't have a clue what happened. No, we just don't have enough information. Give me a second. I'm going to take a moment to basically step off and get a drink, and then I'll continue. So let me get up, stretch. I'll say this is probably also like a good chance for basically everybody to get up and get a good stretch in. So I need a thing of water. My throat's getting a little raspy. So we'll be back in about, say, 5 minutes. Maybe. I'm back. You can see my desktop for half a second. Yeah. Let's see. I'll go for about another 30 minutes. At 30 minutes, I'll have streamed for about 4 hours, 5 hours. Can someone exclamation point uptime see how long I've been going for now? I started at around, I want to say 6:30. October 16th, Detention Center Visitors Room. Whoa! What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, is that guy? That guy, of course it's him. Will Powers, our client, that's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder, at least once, maybe twice. Whoa, 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 whoa! What are you saying? Yes. Something wrong? No, no, no. This is getting off to a great start. I know, you're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed. Oh, no, no, no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I don't want to wreck their dreams. I guess it doesn't matter. Maya! Maya, you're so mean. So much for Oh, Maya, dude. Oh, dude, no. Please don't be likable and then make me hate you later. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yeah, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday, actually. It was only yesterday. The cast had come down to the cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 in the morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying crumpled in a heap near the set. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear, yes. It's a long spear that the steel samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe you could explain to me what the steel samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this, and he's a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's all right, really. Steel Samurai is the lead character on the kid's popular TV show. He walks the streets of Neo Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. I see. Neo Old Tokyo? Who comes up with these names? Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up it was 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder. Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go! I'm willing to put $10. She plans on asking for autographs. Oh, Goober, are you here? October 16th, Global Studios main gate. Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome, aren't you excited? Hey, you that old bag. You want in? You gotta get through me. Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers! Sightseers? Tourists! I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Youths today! Something horrible happens and all you can think about is sightseeing. Oh, don't you have jobs or lawyers? Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Hey! Listen when you're being spoke to. Youths today! So what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, that studio was a dream. Hammer was a big star back then, too, he was. Hammer? The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He'd been reduced to playing villains now, not exactly the best material to work with. You told me about Mr. Powers. He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Wait, you wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. You don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers, of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. Goober, we were thinking about, I'm going to DM you after stream, so try to stay up until then, if you can. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if only you knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that, reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts, enough to make you cry. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5, when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left of here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30, when the murder took place, and that person was Mr. Powers. Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he's the only one that walked by. He's the killer, you can bet your biscuits on it. Is it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here by Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll let you in. This lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously. Hello! How was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. That's right, Nick. Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. The security guard at the main gate of the studio. Oh, the security lady. She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up all the studio She sucks up to all the bigwigs of the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let it up on you. She's got some nerve. Do you think you could write a letter of formally requesting my representation? Of course. Earlier when you said you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. I was about to say I was sneeping. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to the lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear I'm gonna get on my mama's grave. I'm sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she was seeing me. What did she see? Present him his own letter of recommendation. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. To think he would entrust his fate to youths of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here, towards the studios, now going to the right. That's the employee area. No one's allowed inside. No one's allowed inside, pal. That were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick. There are maps of the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents a piece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents! Looks like the studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Main entrance of the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday with onlookers pressing up against the gate. Says to the employee area. There's a mountain of it in the desk here. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Okay, just wanted to see. Aren't you the murderer from the other day? Ugh! It's that confused detective! Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is also upset and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So? Hey, he's depressed. It's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Good. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are the kind that's easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame others all I want, but I know it's the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on the case too, pal. Hey, you can't go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, all right. So how's your investigation going, detective? Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right, so, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over in Studio 1. Now the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30. Only one person went into the studio between 1:30 and 2:30, and that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady. What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What kind of evidence? Well, that or a photo. The photo of Steel Samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. What? Who did... Oop. See the camera up on the gate, pal? The gate? You mean the ones with the welcome sign? Yeah, whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo. Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. Someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. I was hoping I could ask him twice and he would give it to me on the second chance. I guess it's a monkey of some kind. What kind of monkey has a nose like that? He has a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1 and left to Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. And it took the tree down with it too. This is the security camera. It takes photos of people going into the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a plate on the camera, ST-1307. I'm a little bush. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal. Detective, aren't you on the case? Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. Entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. It looks like you need a card key to get in. It makes sense they'd want to keep non-employees out. Nick, look, that security lady guard is stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, they are soft enough that she doesn't need teeth to chew on them. Hey, you, well, are you satisfied and is Powers guilty yet? She had to make my life harder by giving the photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just above of here is the gate that took the camera into the photo. It's my job to check photos every day, you see. About the security camera. Oh yes, it's the camera. It's automatic. I can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently it records the time when the photo is taken too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over the security guard station. I check them every day before going home. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. Murder happened right around 2:30, you see. The only one I see him between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. Security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one who did it, then I don't... If he's not the one... Oh, sorry, that was a weird... If he's not the one what did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you? Good one, Sonny. He was the biggest star in the studio. Was, past tense. Oh yes, he was known as... He was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate is a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? Whoa, now I can go a whole bunch of places. Mick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey look, there's Powers' dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Let's examine first. Allow me to examine the towel rack. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers, must be neat to have a star, to be a star and have your own room like this. Cola, candy, chips, gum, huh? It's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme stacks or popcorn at least. Wait, look, samurai soda. Nick, try this. Ladies first. Oh, it's probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak, that would have hit the spot. You just had a burger, yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir. What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear, and that's the murder weapon! Oh, there it goes. It froze up for a second there. October 16th, Global Studios dressing room. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping, or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and then there's the picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for his sake. That must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee card key. That must be Powers. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow. Master Ray of Cosmetics. Ooh, this is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig? I am kind of like samurai movies. Kinda. You see, my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. Regular suits among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you were already wearing one myself. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't have open his window much. I guess it's kind of dusty outside. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? I wonder what else is in his bag. Stop it, my partner, the thief in training. It opened. All right, we're in. We're way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. October 16th, Studio 1. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That's white tape. It's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. The outline where Jack Hammer's body lay with the tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Wait, left and right sides. I don't see an option to look at the right side of anything. What's this? That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it for filming. Huh. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I'd want to be the director, or maybe the steel samurai. I think she's being serious. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right. Sorry, this girl is out there. The employee area. Okay, I'll go back to that in a second. Look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey you, no touching that! I'm sorry, my partner is kind of, you know. No, I don't. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with the props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, and etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. I don't envy you guys one bit, but what can... He never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry. Leave it to us. Could you tell me about anything about the day of the murder? Yeah, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. The only one assistant. Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was the only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through an action sequences in the employee area. Will and Hammer were both there, and along with everybody else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yeah, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. I saw Will go into the dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Do you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't have gone in there unless I had an urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm not sure. No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. I'm sorry, so much for getting confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If Will Powers is the only one who came into the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really, actually. There's been something that's bothering me. A clue, a lead. Well, I don't know about that. But just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Several times. Some other studio employees, maybe. No, I don't think so. The only thing that we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really. Wait, if someone had come in here. Wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. So you sent someone other than regular film crew was in the studio? Yeah, I think. I think doesn't cut it to a witness testimony. If someone came into the studio, she must have seen him. Looks like a backdrop for the stage. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. I'll do that in a second. I want to see what's... Oh. The metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. It's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid. Half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Old Tokyo Castle. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? Someone's making something upstairs. I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? The estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. You're sure that Powers is the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure that you were watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Alright, you better tell me in quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do? You were just talking to an assistant in Studio One. She's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins are like that nowadays. Oh, fucking, here we go. She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. The computer that runs the security cameras. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers on this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Try it. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera that turned on around 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m. that was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. How's this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he's the one who always wears the suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something printed on the back. Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day? That's the only one in the computer. Powers photo added. Court record. Let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Make you craftier than you give you credit for. Well, you could be the next evil magistrate. Why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So are we done for today? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be a better idea if we had some idea of who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. Okay. So, that'll be where I call it for tonight. I made some